everyone. Welcome to the Horror Room. I'm Travis Bruce, and we're doing another indie horror spotlight today. I am have right now. I have a director who's making big names with his series. Actually, won numerous awards. The Human Hibachi series, and he's came out with a new one, Human Hibachi Beginning, that is actually coming out through Trauma, which is amazing. I have Mario Cerrito here with me. Mario, how you doing, my friend?
Hey, good man. Thanks for having me.
You too, man. We've been crossing,
I know.
and then
Up.
now you're here, man.
Thanks.
All right. So I've seen Human Hibachi 1 and 2. Definitely enjoyed both of them.
Cool.
And now we're going out with with Human Hibachi Beginning. Is this a prequel to the original?
Yeah. So this is basically the prequel that where it started in Japan. So
Okay.
yeah, the way I shot it, it looks like you're in Japan, and I did it in the Japanese language. So that was a cool take on things because it's actually in Japanese language with English subtitles.
Now, did you actually film it in Japan?
Yeah, we filmed it here. I did it in a bamboo garden, so it looked like you're in Japan.
Okay, cool.
No, I should say that. I got a couple shots from Japan. I got a friend stationed over in the military there.
Nice.
Yeah, so he got me a couple shots of the city that I use. So there is some shots from Japan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, did you do most of your shooting in the New Jersey area?
Yeah, New Jersey. Yeah, it's where I'm from. South Jersey.
Sweet. I was watching something on YouTube, and they were saying that the first Human Hibachi, the restaurant, was in Wilmington, Delaware.
Right. Yeah.
I live in Baltimore, Maryland. That's a hop.
Oh, that's not far, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, it's called the Reef. It's in Wilmington, Delaware. We shot there when the place closed down at night. They let us get in the restaurant, so it was tough. It was a challenge, but it worked out well.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yes. And if you haven't seen the first Human Hibachi 1 or 2, they're actually streaming on Trauma now, I believe, right now.
Yep, and Scareplex too. They're on Scareplex, which is a new streaming site too. I don't know if you've heard of that one. Yeah.
I actually interviewed the guys a couple of weeks back. We got the exclusive. Yeah, Scareplex. Yeah. Promote Scareplex. Yes.
Yep.
Awesome. So, what gave you the idea for the original Human Hibachi?
So I was out to dinner with my wife and brother-in-law, and we were just talking we were at a hibachi restaurant. You know what I mean? Just chilling, having some drinks, eating food. It was getting late, and we are like, "Yo, wouldn't that be crazy if they closed this place down and kidnapped us and took us in the back and fed us to?" It kind of was born from real life experience, and then talking about it. That's how it came about. And so my mind, I'm nuts. I went home and started writing, and about like 2 months later, I had the screenplay to Human Hibachi, and the rest is history. It really took off like overseas and all, got like a cult following. So.
Mm-hmm. It's got and it's been a little bit of controversy behind it too because of the graphic nature of the movie.
Yeah, it is graphic. It's definitely they call it like more extreme horror. You know what I mean? But I had to do that because when you're working with a small budget, you got to do something to stand out. So I was like, in order for this to stand out and compete against other horror films out there, I'm gonna have to make it really graphic. So
yeah.
Kind of what I rest my hat on with that film is like, you got to make it stand out. So it's kind of worked. Yeah.
And it's kind of like a found footage also. So it has that aspect to it.
Yeah, exactly. So it's found footage, which I've always been a fan of found footage, but
me too.
Yeah. But I was like, how can I cut costs? Because again, I was only working with, I think like a $10,000 budget at the time.
Oh, wow.
So, like if you bring in a full camera crew, which I've done on my other films, like I have experience doing that, but I was like, I don't want to put that kind of money out again. So I was like, how can I make this and do it affordable? So I was like, found footage. So then you have to weave that into the story. So, it's a whole process.
Yeah. So, I mean, for anyone who hasn't seen these movies are definitely enjoyable, but yeah, they're not for the faint of heart.
You got a squeamish stomach or, definitely you should eat before you watch them.
Definitely skip them, especially the second ones. Skip them, yeah.
That's actually my favorite film I've done, man. I like that movie.
So was that one filmed? Because that one takes place in a forest. Was that filmed in New Jersey as well?
Yeah, that's South Jersey too, Burlington County.
Okay.
It's a little like It's up north from where I'm at. I'm in Gloucester County, which is like right outside Philly. So it's like 2 counties north, but it's still South Jersey. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I know you're from New Jersey, but I see you wearing a Phillies hat, and I'm an Eagles fan, so I was going to say go Birds.
Yeah,
So
man.
I was like, how did that happen? But
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
I was born in South Philly. My family, a lot of my family comes from South Philly. I lived 5 minutes over the bridge, so huge Philly fan.
Nice, nice. Yeah, man. I'm a diehard Eagles fan,
Oh,
man. Been on since a kid.
awesome.
So how is it working with Trauma?
What was that?
How is it working with Trauma?
Oh, they're great, man. Truman's, so I was always a fan growing up of, their films. It was always a dream of mine to make a film and have them pick it up. I've met Lloyd Kaufman multiple times. I've talked with Lloyd. He promotes my films on Twitter. He's constantly reposting, and so it's kind of surreal. I mean, to grow up loving something and idolizing a distribution platform and a production company, and then have your movies promoted by them, that's awesome. So they really gave it a lot of exposure, and so it's been a dream.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Now with Human Hibachi beginning, did you up in the gore in this one?
No, so this is a short film. So the other two were features. This one it's literally only 7 minutes. So it's like
Really?
it's a short prequel. Yeah. Just a little tidbit of like I wanted to show how it all started. It's got a really cool scene. It's like a bamboo torture scene, which is, I've done a lot of research. I haven't really come across any of these scenes like bamboo torture. So I was like, I'm going to do that. And so it's actually something really different. And but yeah, I mean, it's the gore's there. It's just not extended like the other feature films because it's short. Yeah.
So after this, will there be any more Human Hibachi? Will the series?
Yeah, I get asked this question a lot, man. And it's like, yeah, we have ideas for a third one, but it's kind of like you don't want to ruin a franchise either by forcing it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Or to say, all right, yeah, let's just make one to make a couple bucks back. Or to me, it's not really about the money; it's more about the integrity. You know what I mean? Of the franchise, like where it's at now with this little prequel, it's pretty solid. So it's like I don't know if I want to push it and then mess up a third, and so it's kind of like it's in the air. But
But the prequel. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I definitely have an idea for a third. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Now the prequel answers some of the questions from the first two.
Yeah, it does. It does. Yeah. So basically, just to give you a short, the people that are watching this, a short description of the films. It's it's the first one's about a guy documenting his girlfriend's 35th birthday. They come to find out that making these kind of films are sold on the black market overseas for like snuff videos that people pay good money to see live killings. So the first one goes back to show how that all came about. Basically, I'm sorry, the prequel shows how that started, like how the live killing idea started and what they did previously. To kind of tie up any loose ends that people might wonder or ask about. So that was kind of the the idea behind that.
Awesome. So what's next for you? What's your next project you're working on?
So right now I am I'm developing a haunted attraction. So I know I've been talking about that. Yeah. I've been talking about a business idea that I've been doing.
Yes.
Yeah, I've been doing film I started in 2012, so it's been 11 years of like film, like feature films. And so I kind of wanted to take a break, you know what I mean, and focus on this business. So yeah, it's a haunted attraction I'm developing. We're in the middle of getting the funding for it and all that, but yeah, I'm looking to start that in like October 2024. We'll open up, and it'll be like a new attraction in this area. It'll be definitely different than the other ones, and so I'm looking forward to that, man. Keeping that horror element alive and kind of introducing some of my films in this haunted attraction as well. So yeah.
Well, on my channel, I do haunted attractions and I do walkthroughs. So next year, definitely have me out. I would like to promote the hell out of it, man.
Yeah, man. We'll promote it. Maybe you could do some interviews there with some people.
Yes. Love it.
Yeah, so that's kind of what's next. Screenplay wise, I had one called The House in the Pines. That one's now it's a big budget film that we've been trying to shop this around for years, but it's got picked up by one studio, so we're still waiting to see if they're gonna fund it. It's kind of like in their queue of films, But yeah, not much. I'm kind of just hanging low now.
Awesome. All right. So I got a fun question for you. So I'm a big haunted attraction fan, and you are too. What's one thing when it comes to haunted? You've probably been to quite a few. What is one thing that you were like when you were coming up with the idea or coming up with the idea of yours? You were like, this is one thing I don't want mine to be like.
That's a great question, because one of the driving forces behind this is kind of like experiencing when I go there. I'm like so these places they'll probably spend like the big attractions will spend $500,000 to $1 million.
Mm-hmm.
The biggest waste of money is those like those big like animatronic things. They're spending anywhere from like 30 to 100,000 on these like those like real tall ones that you see.
Yeah, so like 8 feet tall.
It's a waste of money, because people look at them, they look cool, but people don't go there to look. They want to get scared.
They want a jump scare.
They want to get scared, man. So like my biggest thing is I want to prey off that and market truly terrifying, truly scary. Like people that want to go and get scared, come to my spot. You know what I mean? Because there's going to be no frills. It's going to be kind of like Human Hibachi style, like where it's in your face. It's going to be graphic, and so that's the kind of angle I'm taking on that.
That's the way I like it. I mean, I actually last year, for the first and only time, I worked in a haunted house, local one in Baltimore. And it's all jump scares. I had so much fun. But yes, jump scares are the actors, having good actors, actresses are way better than. And I've been to probably like 40, 50 haunted attractions throughout the country. And yes, the big ones have the big roar, and it's not fun. It's some of the smaller ones have that, that low budget quality that you see in an indie horror movie that scared the shit out of you.
Exactly. Yeah, so that's kind of like, that's definitely one thing I won't be doing. Listen, to each their own, but I mean, as far as like what I would do for mine, it's going to be more so like, immersive, like game playing, the easiest way to scare somebody is get inside their head. So if you can get somebody's head, you got them. So it's more so, doing that to them.
And it's going to be one of the ones where you have to sign a waiver that you want?
Probably.
Okay.
Probably, yeah. Just some of the things I got in my head, you know what I mean? I can't really like give the name of the place yet, only because I haven't copyrighted it, but it's got a nice name to it, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man.
Awesome, man. Awesome.
So
yeah, I definitely want to check this out. Now,
it's kind of like it's almost like making a film, because I'm setting scenes, you know what I mean? You're still doing all that you would do in a movie. It's just, now you're doing it in a different way. So, yeah.
And who knows how to scare someone like a
horror filmmaker.
Right? Yeah. I mean, exactly. Yeah.
Hey, you're right. Yeah. It's almost like a lot of these people that start these up really don't have any experience in doing that. They just
school teachers and
exactly,
and stuff like that.
Something, but to really, it's not. I mean, something like that. It's not about the money. Again, it's about the creativity.
Mm-hmm.
If you can come up with ways to, on a minimal budget, scare the hell out of people, you don't need money, man. I mean, you need some to start up, but you don't need. These guys are putting millions into these things. I'm like, what? It's crazy.
I did a video like a month ago, and the title video was the worst haunted attraction I've been to.
Right.
And it's up in your neck of the woods, Base Motel.
Yeah, that's outside of Philly, right?
Yeah. And
I've never been to that one.
But there's so much hype behind it.
I heard that, yeah.
U.S. all these newspapers, articles, best haunted house in the country, and just and it's like $50-$60 to get in.
A lot of money, man.
And it was it was the hype plus the price, and what you got was nowhere on this. It wasn't on par. It was, like you said, it was a bunch of animatronic.
Yeah, flames and all that.
I mean, the production, the production was amazing. The setup, how big it was.
Exactly.
But like,
Yeah, nah.
I didn't jump once, and I'm not afraid to say as a guy, some haunted attractions scare the shit out of me, you
Oh,
know. And if you I got video recording me screaming on haunted attractions,
yeah,
but and I as a guy go there to get scared. So like as anybody, so I walked the whole entire 2 hour because it was a long process, and like
yeah. It's like you're
it
in
was
almost,
a,
more so like a theme park almost. And
yeah,
that's like, and the way I'm looking at it is like people want to get scared, man. They don't. It's cool. Like again, like it's cool to see that stuff, but at the end of the day, when you walk out saying that stuff because you're saying because you weren't scared, that's what it comes to.
exactly.
Didn't get scared enough. So that's kind of what I want to implement with this stuff is using my experience from what I've done to say, hey, listen, we're gonna make it into a haunted attraction. So
And the worst part about it, they used one of the scariest horror movies ever made, Psycho Bates Motel, as the name, and
yeah,
it's nothing but scary. It wasn't scary at all.
that's what I'm saying. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'm focused on right now. And then I'll probably do that, and then I'll probably want to make another movie. You know how it is, man. You're constantly, my brain's constantly.
In and out.
So
So, Human Hibachi, the beginning. Do we have a release date when that's going to be on?
I asked Trauma. They usually tell me like I think like a month before. So I'm thinking probably in November. No, so Trauma, what they do is they release all their new titles on the first of every month. So
Okay.
they'll release like usually like 10 or 12 new titles every first of the month. So I'm thinking probably like late fall, like November or December 1st. But yeah, it should be coming out within the next like 3 months.
Awesome. Now,
Now,
would it be coming on Scareplex as well eventually?
I gotta see. I don't know if they do short films. Yeah, but yeah, and then I've been selling a lot of DVDs too. So the
Like,
DVD sales, yeah, I've been selling more DVDs than anything for both of these films. Cross seas, man, Japan, like all 12 different countries have bought the DVDs, like all over the place.
wow.
Yeah, Japan, China, Australia, England, like all over the place. Like video stores in Japan, they just ordered like 25 off me. I mean, it's crazy. So I've been selling a lot of the physical media is what's been selling on these more than like video on demand is like whatever like but the physical media is like really blown up for these movies at least.
Now, if anybody wants to purchase the Human Hibachi
Yeah,
series,
yeah. If you
where can they purchase them?
yeah, I've been if you go right on the Human Hibachi Facebook page or just DM me personally. I've been handling them like that. I've been selling them all from word of mouth. People like just inbox me from wherever, and I'm just hey, and I sign them and send them out. So it's kind of like a personalized thing almost. No website or anything, man. This is raw filmmaking, just like the movies. You know what I mean? It's raw
Yes.
DVDs, man.
Yeah, I
So
need to get my signed copy. Yes.
I got
I
that's
need to
all.
get my signed copy.
I just ordered 100 new ones of the sequel, Human Hibachi 2. So they're coming. They should be coming. They said like September 13th or something. So
Okay.
I'll have a fresh batch.
Awesome. So I'll send you my information. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So how can everybody find you?
So I am on Twitter at Marius Cerrito. I'm on Facebook, Marius Cerrito. Just like it's spelled right here on the thing, Marius Cerrito. And Human Hibachi on Instagram. I'm kind of, I'm low key when it comes to that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Social media and all, but I am active on Facebook. And yeah, that's pretty much it, man.
One last question. I got to jump back.
Yeah,
As a director, when it comes to, do you worry about being known as just a human hibachi guy?
yeah, it's kind of gone that way too. It's funny because
Okay.
I again when I first started, I did like horror thriller features that were like your regular. I call them like cookie cutter films. You know what I mean? Kind of like your. You know what I mean? They don't really stand out. They're good, but they don't stand out. They might win a couple awards or get, distribution, worldwide distribution, but they were regular like feature films and I wasn't getting traction. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was spinning tires. Like I would make a film. It would take me 2 years. I would get it out. It would get signed by a distribution company, go on cable TV, Voodoo, Epics all over the place. But they weren't really getting that notoriety. And then when I did the Human Hibachi thing, that's what kind of caught fire. So yeah, that's kind of what I've rested my hat on and what people know me for now. So I might even just leave it at that. I'm like, it's cool, man. You know what I mean? Kind of just chill out and do something else. Yeah, it's kind of like a bucket list thing. Like my whole thing was I wanted to make the reason I even got into this is because I was a screenwriter. I always just wanted to see a film or a screenplay of mine made and put out there into the world. And then it kind of got like into a job almost, and I was getting hired to direct movies, and so now it's like I'm kind of just like chilling now. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
cool,
Yeah.
For sure, man.
Yeah, because I mean, I've always wondered that with even, I mean, actors, directors, to be, are you worried about to just being?
Oh yeah.
Even if you make, 3 of the best horror movies ever made,
right?
Worry about being,
Well, it's true, yeah.
But then as the Human Hibachi guy,
that's what it is. Yeah, you get like I think whatever really catches the strongest buzz is kind of what people remember you for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like I'm a big baseball fan. It's like Babe Ruth. Nobody remembers he played on the Red Sox.
No.
Everybody Babe Ruth Yankee. Yeah, so it's kind of like that, man. It's like wherever you make your bones is kind of how you go down,
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, you just got to take it in stride. So
yeah.
So yeah.
It's good to be famous for something, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, that's cool.
Awesome, my friend.
Yeah.
Well, guys, definitely check out on Scareplex and Trauma Now, Human Hibachi 1 and 2, and look out for by the end of the year on Trauma Now, Human Hibachi: The Beginnings,
right.
and then 2024, look out for the
Haunted Attraction.
Haunted Attraction with no name yet, or there's a name, but you can't tell me.
That's it. Yeah, we'll do that once I get the okay to let it go. Then we could put that on the edited YouTube caption. You know what I mean? You can put that in there.
I appreciate it. By the way, does anybody else know about this Haunted Attraction, or is this
Michael Joy? You know Michael Joy, right?
Yes, I know Michael Joy.
He's kind of like my business partner on this. So me and him, we've worked together on a lot of stuff. So he's been my right hand man on a lot of things. So yeah, he knows all about it. So that's pretty much it right now. So yeah.
Mike, good job, Mike. I love Mike, by the way. Mike hooks me up with so many great interviews. Yeah.
Mike's awesome, man. Yeah, he's dialed into the horror community, and you know what I mean. I confide in him with a lot of stuff with my films, and he just does a great job. So.
Yeah, and he promotes my channel like no one else.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. Yeah, he's definitely cool.
All right, guys. Well, Mario, thank you for coming by. I definitely want to have you back on next year for the Haunted Attraction. Actually, I'm just going to come down there. I'm just going to come down there. We're going to schedule it, and I'm going to do the walkthrough. And
then we can talk about it.
Yes.
Good, brother.
All right. Well, everyone, thank you for coming to Horror Room. I'm Travis Bruce. Y'all take care.
Thanks, man.